Hey, everybody, welcome to our team call for May 18th as we kick off a new week. We are back on track and it is May-cember. I don't know if anybody has noticed that this is a busy month. We were just kind of all chatting about that offline and hang in there. If you're watching this recording, you can do it, right? Hang in there. We're going to make it and we're going to live to tell the tale of all of this. So just stay just present and do what you can. So I want to walk through the way that the week we're gonna roll into the week, and I'm so excited about it. So we have just a little housekeeping. So tomorrow we're gonna kick off a reset blitz. And guys, what I want that to look like is that we are really talking about reset. We're getting excited about reset. We're having a lot of posting opportunities for reset as we kick off our first team monthly reset. And we have that group. I want to do a quick caveat, and I know that I'm recording right now, but there has been a wave of shutting down some of these reset groups from the past. And I don't know if that's going to affect us, what's going to happen. If that happens, I want to let you know that I've already planned that we will transition into a messenger. That is not my favorite idea, maybe transition to a messenger or run it out of the wellness community. I love having our own space for a monthly reset, especially as we walk through maybe inspiring some leaders to create businesses with reset. I'd love it to feel like it's its own freestanding spot. But we're going to pivot like we always do if there is something squirrely that is happening. So I just noticed that two of our team ones from the past got shut down. Not sure. And we're not alone. So it's not just us, it's happening across the board. So I'm not sure if maybe there was formerly some language, you know how it goes. We can challenge these things in Facebook, but really the best thing for us to do is quickly pivot and figure it out. So I can promise you, my commitment to you is if that happens, we will quickly pivot and we will do what feels the very best for us. So again, back to the top of this, walking into a reset blitz because we are hosting a team reset the 27th, 28th, and 29th, last week of the month, right? It's been a long month for everybody, and we're going to have talking points around all that. Everybody has been feeling the burn on this May, it feels like, or maybe it's just everyone in my orbit. We are being pulled like taffy, as Mandy would say. So we're going to kick that off tomorrow. Really excited also for the live training that's going to be happening with Tiffany on Monday at 7 o'clock. She is going to be talking to us about expanding her markets. And I can tell you that I've watched somewhat from afar, like I was kind of up in the bleachers of this. And, she really was kind of paving a new way, a different way. And I'm excited to learn from her. I don't have any teasers, but I know that she's had her last, I think she told me her last 4 VIPs popped off from this method. I love this because you know what? It's not for everybody, but this is going to hit somebody on our teams and it's going to change everything. And I cannot wait. So Tiffany, we're excited about that tomorrow at 7 o'clock. And, just really I'm walking through, okay, normal, power hour on Wednesday at noon. Please jump in if you can. I know that it's been tough this month. I'll be completely frank with you to incorporate an evening power hour, but I know as we get into, away from kind of the end of school and these graduations, I know we'll be able to find a time over the summer. And then I am going to be incorporating a live on Wednesday in the wellness community, and I want that to continue. Obviously, that will change and grow. Thank you guys for being patient as we get into this new system, but also just ebb and flow with the craziness of this month. And then on Thursday, we have a recruiting and informative event hosted by Nikki. So we are going to be doing that. She and I are going to be firming up what that looks like, and we'll be getting that out to everybody. So obviously, we are reset focused from a sales perspective. So what we're driving to this week is reset focus from a sales perspective. And obviously we have $20 codes that I have been offering. I know that on Jody's team, she's matching that. I'm covering everybody else. And so let's go. Let's get excited about this. Reminder about what's great about reset is it's a full experience that if people love that, they are touching and feeling about, 8 or 9 different products from Plexus, a really powerful experience in 3 days. So another thing I want to share with you is we have formulated the way that that is going to look in that reset group. Now, keeping in mind that, as I kind of mentioned, we're praying that it's going to stay in a group because we love a group for this. But the way it's going to look is kind of informational content is going to be available on that page. But the days of the reset are going to be very conversational. It's going to be very culture focused, getting excited, feeling good vibes, tagging people, getting them to comment, videos. You guys know how we do that. It's really matching what we kind of created in our healthy habits group and the way that we encourage participation there, bringing that to reset so that people feel like they're a part of an immersive experience, part of a culture. So if you have leaders or if you're thinking yourself that you want to build a business heavily around reset, that it has a unique feel and it has an exciting feel that kind of drives your thought process forward with that. So that's what we're excited about for that. With Nikki, I'm not exactly sure what the content will be for Thursday, but whether it's reset focus or whether it's some other amazing focus about what our products do, I think that that's incredible. Okay, so just remembering as we get into, especially in these busy months, remembering how important it is to really revisit our monthly goal. Sometimes when it gets crazy, it's like, oh, here's what I wanted to happen, and then we throw all of our toys down in the lobby because in the entryway because we're like, this feels hard. There's too much. There's too much. The way to get through that, and I wanted to give you a quick tip around how to get through that, is those daily point projections, right? Things can change, especially if you have been, around, or, if you're brand new. I'll kind of talk about if you've kind of been around and you've got, maybe some names to work with that haven't been ordering. What a daily point projection could look like is, kind of figuring out where you are right now, figuring out, acknowledging where you wanted to end. Let's say that you wanted to end at 120 points, and today you are at 60 points. Well, what that means is that there's a deficit of 60 points. So you've made it halfway. You've done a great job. The way to kind of figure out what you're going to be needing to do and how to kind of close the gap on this is to go through and count your subscriptions, right? You can subtract those subscriptions from the deficit number of 60. And then you would know exactly how many orders are left for you. And that might have been a bad example. If you guys want more of this, I can go live again in Messy Action or in our team page around very specific examples that are a little bit more intricate. The idea around bringing it up tonight is that I don't want us to forget what we wanted to do at the beginning, because here's what happens. When we set a goal and an intention at the beginning of the month, and then we don't hit it, or things get busy, or things feel hard, then we get to the end, we haven't set ourselves up for success. And then weirdly, we tell ourselves that we're bad at this, and we don't want to do that because that is not true. Okay, that's not true. So the truth of the matter is that the way that we keep ourselves on track is constantly revisiting that goal. Are we going to die if we don't hit our goal? No, that is the good news. But we can hit our goal. We can always achieve what we want to achieve. We just have to put ourselves those checks and balances in play so that we are not, feeling that emotion of, chaotic energy, not touching it, then going at the end on the 28th, and we're like, oh my gosh, I'm so far away. I'm so bad at this. I thought I was good at this. I'm a bad leader. No, we just didn't stay focused, and we can stop. We're right here at the middle. This is the time that we can, stop whatever that thought process was. Because I don't know about you, but I've been caught, especially in these 18 days, at a certain place from time to time going, what is my name? I don't know my name. All the things, right? So I can only imagine that if I'm feeling it, you're feeling it too, whatever's happening for you. Okay. So what I want to say is, you've got this. Okay. You've got it. Don't tell yourself you don't got it, right? What I want you to do is some homework and a call to action I want you to take from this call. And I know we do have people watching it later, is I want you to, once this call is done, I want you to get into that virtual office, revisit where you wanted to go at the beginning of the month, check in with where you are right now. If we don't know how to count those subscriptions, let me know so that we can immediately do a video tomorrow about it so that we can stop this confusion in real time. That's what we want to do. We want to get into the weeds with some of these topics that feel hard because it's not hard. It just takes somebody to walk us through it. And so just defining that goal, defining that gap. And once we had that gap, guys, like once we had that gap, let's say that there was a 30-point gap. Okay, so we've got 12 or 13 more days left. I hope my math is right on that. I'm doing this on the fly, never a smart thing to do. But you would just obviously take that deficit, right? That 30 points or that 20 points, divide it by the number of days left. That's how many points you need to grow each day. And guys, we know that our points kind of look a lot like 6 points and 5 points. So the good news is that, sometimes when it's a smaller goal or, an uneven goal with the amount of days, it's just, we're kind of always revisiting. So don't be afraid to kind of, once you get a couple people or you help somebody go silver, you reconfigure that total so that you can, close that gap. The other thing is if you do have a large goal, many hands make light work. And guys, an add one challenge or helping people get back on board with reset. That's why I brought in the reset blitz. The idea is that we're going to bring people back into excitement with this company. We're going to bring people back into excitement with an order that is a full point order that allows them to have an experience with us. I want it to be high energy in that reset group. I want us to walk into June just feeling lit up and fantastic. And I know that we're going to do it. So with everything going on this week, I don't see how we are not going to have the best week ever. I know we still have some things coming up. We have Memorial Day. My daughter is in a Memorial Day tournament. I will have my laptop, just so you know, on the sideline because we are going to rock it out. So I'm excited. I love you. I'm going to stop recording. Please, if you're watching this now or you're watching it later and you want more guidance around point projections, I don't want you to be quiet about it. I want you to speak up either to your sponsor or me directly so that we can, if you've got the question, if you're confused, someone else is too. So don't be afraid to be that person to say, this could help me because we are all here to get better. We're all here to rise together. So there is nothing like someone needing a little bit more information to ignite the whole group and create that ripple. So please be that person if you feel like you need to be that person. All right, guys? Okay. All right. I love you so much. I'm going to stop recording. Maybe.